This video is going to be about junk mail envelopes, and we are doing this video series together with Starving Emma and Bonny and Clive, amazing artists. I will put the links below. So each one of us is going to do 10 videos and we will post them in 10 days, what we do and how we use junk mail envelopes. So 10 days of junk mail envelope project. This is day. I want to share with you how I use these kind of large envelopes. I don't know if you have them, but I have quite a few of them and I receive every week at least one. These are with beautiful pictures on them. These are from like food magazines or something. Yeah, then there are normal ones with different colors. These ones actually I took from work. I ripped some nice stamp out, but I keep still the rest. Maybe I will use the window for some project, you know. And to state the obvious, what I use these big envelopes for is for what they are made of, paper. So for me it's a cheap source of just a regular paper that I can use for many things. So yes, some of them you probably use to make like journal covers. Yeah, I have done that also many times. So I have many journal I never pronounce it right, journals that I use it as a cover, because when you put these two pages the two pieces of paper, when they are together, they are quite like sturdy and hard, good enough to be a cover. So definitely I do that as many. I will share with you, I have done actually the full photo album. So here is my big photo album that I've made. It was like my vacations and stuff I did with my family in 2016. I was testing to make how you call it, duct tape binding. I saw a video on YouTube, so I wanted to test it. I don't like that system. I'm not saying it's bad. Maybe I did something wrong. I didn't use maybe correct tape, or our duct tape sucks. I don't know, but it keeps ungluing. I'm having lots of difficulties with it. It didn't work for me, so I tested it. Not going to use it anymore. Maybe I used it in a wrong way. I don't know. I followed the tutorial. I tried my best, but it's not the binding that I'm going to ever use again. But as you can see, it's a big journal album, and I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 big envelopes. Yes, so envelopes, I folded them like this, and they are just connected with a tape, you know, and then comes another one. Yeah, and you just glue them together with a tape, and then another one again with a tape. So I'm not very happy with that system, but all right, I tried. We all have our favorite styles. So as you can see, I actually used like a double tape, but it's still coming off. I used even 3, but they are still ungluing. But I wanted to show you at least few pages. I also kept the flap, you know, that's the actually here, the cover here, it's actually ripped off, but I had a few of them that I received from our secretary in the office. They throw them away, and there is just like one word or one name written all over, and it's really like a nice envelope. So I had quite a few of them, so I used them. Here is an insert, so I used also the fact that the envelopes have openings, so I used the openings to put the inserts in there, and that's another space for photos, and the flap, as I say. I covered the paper with some scrapbooking nice designed paper, so this is yeah, this is for easier access, you know that. So here is, I did the tape even if I didn't have to, but for like a view or the look or style, I just added also here some tape. So here is also a flap, and here is also a flap. So yeah, so this is pretty much how the album looks like. So you can fit quite enough photos in it, you know, because you have also here additional places. So yeah, lots of pictures. I had to actually get more printed out to fill the whole album. So this is full album made of junk big envelopes. So that's one thing that I wanted to share. The other thing, as I said, what do I use the envelopes for? The paper. It's a good paper, so I use it for different things. So I will share with you to show you. I'm preparing here embellishments for my autumn junk journal magazine. So what I do, I just color the paper in a color that I need, and then you can stamp or you can draw on the paper, and you just cut out your see, it was an envelope. You just cut out your images or embellishments that you want. So that's one way how I do it. I actually have here one that I already pre-painted because I want to use it for something that I will do today on the video. So another, I make embellishments with the napkins. So here is one actually drying that I'm also preparing. It's here, see, it's also on the envelope, on a big envelope. So I'm using this nice side. I just decoupage it with the napkins of my choice, and then I just cut it out for whatever use I have. So here are examples for, again, for my autumn journal that I'm working on. So I make embellishments from the paper. What else? I'm making here tags for the journal that I'm working on. So it's those are the boxes from different. This was a perfume. This was some lotion. These were cookies. This is a playing card. So what I do, I also use it. It's a paper, yeah. So I use it on the other side to cover whatever is from the other side, yeah. So I use the envelope paper because it's dark enough to cover whatever text or whatever thing is on the other side that I don't want there to be visible. So I use it for tags, glue it, cut it out, and you have a perfect background there on the back of the tag or whatever embellishment or whatever you are making. So that was another one. I'm trying to be fast. I don't want this to be too extremely long video, and I just wanted to share here. This is my like a folder, handmade folder where I store my embellishments. So this is actually on watercolor paper because I was doing watercolor, but if you have envelopes like these that the paper is strong enough, and if you are doing like acrylic paints or some other crayons or something, you can draw your own designs, yeah. It doesn't have to be only flowers, whatever you want, and you just cut it out. And again, that's a good use of the paper. I use this is actually Some of it was a wrapping paper. No, this one was an envelope. So this is a wrapping paper, and this was actually before, you see, kind of silverish. It was a silvery envelope, big one like this. So I used it actually to make these vintage tickets. This was a wrapping paper, or it was no, this is also the envelope. It's also silvery in the back. This one too, but I think the other ones, some of them are actually not from the envelope but the wrapping paper. So you can use it as a paper to make your vintage tickets. Yeah, here I also just stamped on the white paper. Here you go. It was also, oh sorry, it was also an envelope actually that I used, and I stamped some images and I used up, you see it was from the envelope, so, and I use it up to make my own embellishments. Yeah, this is also, yeah, just decoupage. I'm losing words. You can always, of course, use a big envelope and make smaller envelopes from this one. It's still a paper, so make a smaller ones. What else? Stamp images on it. Make your own embellishments. Yeah, here also backing. These are images from the magazines, right? So different kind of images from the magazines. You just glue it on the paper, and to cover the lettering or any kind of text in the back. Yeah. So, and then you have a nice plain back. So that's what you, here we go. Use, of course, the envelope pages, as you can see, when I'm doing my jelly printing. And I was just, when I'm just cleaning the jelly thingy, you know, the jelly thing itself, or when I'm cleaning my roller, I use the envelope paper also. And sometimes actually I get much better print there than I am getting on the paper that I want. So I'm also often using, that's why I like that it's a white page, you know, and quite sturdy. I'm back. So I didn't have this ready. So this is just a quick made cereal box folder where I'm storing my papers that I painted on or did some kind of design. So they are either on envelopes or on wrapping paper or on paper bags. So, and I also, as I said, I use these big envelopes, so I just make my own drawings. You see, different kind, it's like a mixed media. I make on them in a large scope, let's say, so it's a bigger space. This is also like a vintage paper and painting and stenciling. So I pre-make them ahead, and then when I want some tag, yeah, I have it already ready. It's a plain on the back side, but I can always still glue some extra paper. So I make this ready ahead, and you just cut a piece and you have already tag, yeah, or I can have this as a whole page, you know, or I can have it as a tag spot, you know, or whatever I want. So I have it already pre-made, yeah, different kind of designs here. And yeah, like this also, I mean, you can pre-make it and you can already just have it ready for whatever else projects you may need. Here I have already pre-painted one of the envelopes. Here is the envelope, as you can see, and on the plain side, on the white side from inside, I just painted it in different colors. And what I want to make is to make like a bingo cards and tombola tickets and stuff like that, because that will be for next project that I want to do on a next video. So so this is how they look like. Am I in focus? Yes, I am. I didn't use all the paper. I'm honestly right now lazy to fill it all. I will use it maybe for something else. So some small play pieces that I had, I made like a ticket or something in that sense. Here we go. So these I used darker colors, so I used white on this. You can use, if you have a fine tip brush, you can use acrylic paint, I guess, if you don't have a white pen. So here are the tickets, and these are like tombola tickets. I hope you say it also in English, tombola. So different cut. So this is one of the ways how you can use the large envelopes, or I use large envelopes. It's paper, so I use it as a paper. Here is also, I wanted to show you the example of envelope, the big envelope. See, it was an envelope that I used, and I actually made my own stamp sets from the envelope paper, because it's a little bit sturdier than the normal copy paper. I don't buy papers at this point yet. I still have enough from, I will explain later, doesn't matter. I have just still enough paper, so I use envelopes to create my own stamps. I will link below the video where I'm actually showing you how I'm making these stamps. So this is all for now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.